the Brill of it all. Tell me, fairy god babe.
Welcome to the Brill of it all with me, Dianne Brill. With everything that's going on in the world, there's a lot of emphasis on trying to change things. Whatever side you're on, I would say the majority of us are on the side of making things better for all of us, to create a kind of unity and equality, a balance between every minority, men and women, whatever, to have kind of balance, some kind of like healthy way of living. And there's a minority of people that are against that concept for whatever reason. It's not really human, but I think these things come in cycles. And the time comes when you feel that you have to really defend the way you feel about something as basic as equal rights for everybody, something you probably never thought as a child, or your parents never thought you would ever be in that position to do, but here we are. So when you're in that position, sometimes you're met with a lot of hostility and low behavior, a kind of behavior that none of us feel comfortable, feel kind of schmutzy and dirty, behaving a certain way. And I had a real dilemma with it. I know that Michelle Obama said things in speeches in the past, oh, when they go low, we'll go high. And I thought, yes, that's great. In the meantime, I'm crossed right now at the moment with the feeling of maybe going high doesn't work, because going high is kind of another language to some people who are used to going low. They don't really understand what you're saying. Doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means their thinking has become so refined, narrow, and so down, that if you speak in a natural way to you, it's not natural to them. So the dilemma is, what do we do? What do you do if you're confronted with a bully? Someone bullying you, bullying your family, bullying your friends, bullying someone you don't know. What do you do? Well, sometimes you have to make a decision. In a way, you should go high. You should say, I don't believe in this kind of talk, and I don't believe in that mentality, and I'm very against that, and leave that person alone. But when you're talking to someone who has now become so empowered by narrowing their vision and being so low, when you speak high, they just don't hear you. Think this. You're dealing with a bully from elementary school. You're not going to speak intellectually to that bully. If you're an older person speaking to a child, it's one thing. But if you're both the same age, you're not going to do that. You have to say, I know you are, but what am I? That stupidity, that going low, actually works. By pointing and going, ha, 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 that actually works. Do you feel badly about it afterwards? Yeah, because it's wrong. And it's unhealthy, and it's against everything you know to be true. But I've seen when you bully bullies, or you bark louder, that they go down. Do you want to do that? Maybe not, and then you shouldn't. Do you really want to stop what bullying that's happening? Then you may have to. You may have to go low. I don't want you to. I don't want to. I've seen that it works. I don't like it, and I feel badly about it, but I see that it works. And there are certain times in your life that you may have to do that, to be able to help the other person that is in trouble and danger, or just have their feelings hurt, or you have to bully the bully. So this isn't something I normally talk about in the Brill of it all, because there's nothing cheery about it, but it's something I had to get off my chest. I didn't want to go low when I spoke to some people that were anti-equality and were against a friend of mine who has another lifestyle choice which is natural to him. But I found when I pointed my finger and laughed at them and spoke a certain language and made fun of them, the way the cruelest mean girl or mean guy from the sandbox does, that actually that had an effect. When I tried to speak go high and Martin Luther King it and Michelle Obama it didn't work. So I'd love to hear from subscribers out there that could give me some advice how to handle bullies. Because now we have a nation that has a small percentage of people, but they have a big voice and they're bullying us. It's no longer a time you can say, I don't want to get involved. It just doesn't apply anymore. So what do you do?